The person who has Michael's iPhone, can you hear me?
Do you know how much the overweight's going to be?
It's, oh shoot, I just wrote it down and handed it to her. It's less, it's like $1,600 plus $140 fine. And I dropped the other things.
Cool. I appreciate it so much. So now I leave you and go back there.
No, you
Yeah.
don't leave me. You're here, Mr. Fish. I can hear you.
Hello, Judge. How are you?
Good. I'm good. This is 20L022470A, B, C, everything else. Your
A, B, and
appearances,
C.
please.
Jane
Michael-
Gillis on behalf of the people.
Michael Fish on behalf of GFL Environmental Judge.
Mr. Fish, I received a plea agreement from the prosecutor indicating that your client will plead responsible to overweight with a total fine of $1,534 plus $140 in court costs, and all other tickets will be dismissed. Is that accurate?
Did you say 1534, Judge, plus 140?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's agreeable.
How much time do you need to pay?
Probably 2 weeks. They do it online, so probably 2 weeks is good.
So 1674 by February 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Fish?
We have an additional case, Judge,
You have
Ending in-
another case?
ending in 485.
For GFL?
Correct.
All
That was-
other.
It was
My notation was that you're pleading responsible to the overweight and all other tickets would be dismissed. And that's one of the all others.
Oh, under 485?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, yes, then that's agreeable. Thank you, Judge. Just want to
Thank
make sure.
you. Understood.
Appreciate. Thank you, Judge. Everything good? Everybody healthy?
Everyone healthy.
Good. That's a good
Please tell
thing.
me you're not driving while you're on with us.
I am not. I am not. I was out at 35th District Court, so I'm sitting in the parking lot still.
We're all set, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Ms. Gillis, I'm going to ask you to go into a breakout room very briefly with Mr. Richter with Dearborn Steele, and I don't know if you had an opportunity to speak to the attorney for Mr. Mendez.
No.
Okay,
So those two cases are left.
correct. Well, they're ready for you right now.
Okay, I will
Thank
talk
you.
to the guy from Dearborn, I guess, first. Whatever you put me in with.
Mary Ann's going to put you in with Mr. Richter, the 0S37 number. Mr. Richter, I see that you and Ms. Gillis have rejoined us. I'm gonna call the matter
Yeah,
of.
she was on the phone. It kicked me out of the breakout room. I guess it's only good for so many minutes or.
Yeah,
She
I'm
didn't-
waiting.
She
for-
didn't kick you out. I have my secretary time it because we have a lot of cases this morning and you told me this was gonna be quick and easy. So I'm
It's
Yes,
gonna
not
it should
call,
be.
so
I'm
quick
gonna
and
call
easy.
0S3755421B, State of Michigan versus Dearborn Steel Express. Ms. Gillis, your appearance, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And sir, your name for the record?
Jan Richter on behalf of Dearborn Steel Express.
And your position with Dearborn?
CEO.
Mr. Richter, there was I'm sorry, before I launch into that, Ms. Gillis, do you have a resolution of this matter?
We do not, but I put a call into a friend of mine that's a motor carrier, and he's going to try and call the trooper, and I gave him the ticket number. He's supposed to call me back. I need a date of the ticket. That is helpful to us.
July
7
16th.
2020.
Okay.
Mr. Richter, the issue from the court's perspective is that this matter, the driver at the time was Tommy Lee DuBois Jr. This is a misdemeanor and there's a civil infraction attached to it. There's been no arraignment as to the misdemeanor. Technically, a corporation is supposed to be represented by an attorney in this, in legal matters.
Mhm.
So we have that added issue.
Okay,
So even if Ms. Gillis is able to reach the trooper or her contact that can reach the trooper, we have the issue of no arraignment and the ticket written to the corporation.
okay.
Forgot about
So,
that.
so
I'm
let
not
me
sure
ask
how
you
to
this.
best proceed this morning.
All right, so let me ask you this. I think that it was a $200 fine. How about we just pay it? Would that resolve things?
It's $150 on the registration violation, but that's the civil infraction part. The other part is a misdemeanor, which makes it a criminal charge.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm prefacing by saying the ticket was written to the corporation and the corporation is supposed to be represented by counsel. So do you have counsel that you use for matters involving Dearborn Steel Express?
yeah, I mean, we typically don't have this issue, but certainly we have an attorney that I could get involved here. So, that's not a problem. I see what you're saying
You
here.
understand what I'm
about
saying,
the-
Ms. Gillis? I'm not trying to step on your toes here with any resolution discussions you'd have with Mr. Richter.
No, I haven't reached any, but you know what? I totally forgot about how on criminal matters that corporate, or just in matters, corporations have to be represented by an attorney.
So what we're going to do is adjourn this matter. March 17th, 2021 is the date.
March
It'll be at-
17.
Yes, sir, at 12:10 PM. For you to
We'll have
bring
counsel.
counsel. And in the interim, Ms. Gillis may be able to get a hold of who she needs to so that the matter can be discussed and resolved at that future date.
Is there any sense of me talking to Ms. Gillis before then, or not really?
No,
Okay,
Not really, but your attorney will know how to get a hold of her.
perfect.
If you provide her name, the attorney will know how to get a hold of her.
Okay, the case number and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Then I apologize for coming unprepared.
No, sir, perfectly fine. I'd rather us have this conversation than you not appear and the penalty be worse, okay?
Right, makes sense.
We're all set. The court will send notices out unless there's anything further, Ms. Gillis.
nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Richter, you have a wonderful afternoon and your attorney will know how to contact Ms. Gillis. There's another overweight matter that Dearborn still has outstanding. Mr.
Yeah, we
Richter.
have that scheduled for February 11th.
As long as you have it on your schedule,
We'll
we're all
and we'll
set.
have counsel. We'll have counsel for that one.
Thank
Good
you,
idea.
sir. Have a
Thank
good
you very much. Stay
afternoon.
safe, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Had you talked to Mr. Darren on Ryan Mendez?
No, I'll talk to him right now.
Thank you. I'll have Mary Ann put you and Mr. Darren in a breakout room. But before you go, real quickly, at 9:40, we have the matter scheduled for John Williams 0S37626676B
Yes.
and A. I have not seen Mr. Williams appear this morning. Going to issue a bench warrant in this matter for his failure to appear.
Great.
Anything else as relates to John Williams?
Nope.
And head into the breakout room with Mr. Darren, and since we know that something's available, I'll come back on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, but you're moving. Miss Ottman, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Now, can you hear me now? Miss Ottman?
Yes.
What case are you here on, please?
This is case 0S,
The name, please.
oh, Advanced Asphalt.
Okay, are you an attorney?
No.
Okay. I will let the judge know that you're here, okay? Hold on one second.
Is it up on your thing then too?
No, it's not on there, so. Just tell her that you've been trying on different devices and you've been sitting here since 10 o'clock.
Okay. Can you grab that piece of paper? Can you grab that piece? Can you grab that piece of paper?
calling 0S3660101A, State of Michigan versus Dust Control.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Ms. Gillis,
Can you hear me?
Mr. Fillmore, I just called this case. They just walked your appearance in to me in the matter of dust control.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Did you need to speak to the prosecutor in this matter?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna have you wait 1 second. She has one other matter ahead of you that's ready to go.
Thank you.
Okay,
You can do Mendez the plea without me if you want and put me
that's
in.
what we're about to do, Mendez. That's why I'm gonna have Mr. Fillmore wait. This is 201688 and 201689, State of Michigan versus Ryan Salvador Mendez.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Nicholas Darren on behalf of Ryan Mendez, Your Honor. I don't see him on the Zoom screen. I believe he's in the waiting room. Oh, there he is. Mr. Mendez, can you state your name for the record, please? Ryan, can you hear us?
There it is.
All right, please state your name for the record, Ryan.
Ryan Salvador Mendez.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for pretrial in this matter. I had a chance to discuss this with sister counsel, and she's going to extend an offer of dismissing the 2 original charges in exchange for tender of a guilty plea to an allowing unlicensed person to drive. We wish to take advantage of that offer.
Both of these matters were actually scheduled for arraignment and pretrial. Gillis did bring in the plea agreement indicating that count 2, allowing unlicensed person to drive, would be added, and the original charge of driving while licensed suspended, revoked, or denied would be dismissed. Mr. Mendez, you heard the comments made by your attorney this morning.
What was that, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
Your attorney has indicated that you will be pleading to the added count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive, and the original charge of driving while licensed suspended would be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
The indication is that you waive the formal reading of the amended complaint, and that there is this plea agreement that is signed by the prosecutor and adopted by your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Darren, you want to lay the factual basis for your client's plea?
I can, Your Honor. Do you have a date for me? That's the only thing I don't have in front of me.
August 13th and August 14th.
Mr. Mendez, on August 13th, were you in the city of, I believe it was Romulus? And were you in the city of Romulus in a motor vehicle?
Yes.
And at that time, did you allow someone who was not licensed to drive the vehicle, drive that vehicle?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis? Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Mendez, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive, assess a fine of $300. There's costs, $50 state fee, $20 building fund, $75 crime victims fee, for a total of $445. Do you need time to pay this amount?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How much can you pay each month, and when can you start?
I can start next Friday at $150 a month. Is that okay?
That's fine with me, $150 per month, starting January 29th, 2021.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll have them send a payment plan to you at the address we have on file. Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
Anything else, Mr. Darren?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your patience this morning, sir. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Mr. Fillmore was waiting to go into a breakout room with Ms. Gillis in the matter of dust control.
Okay.
Ms. Belcher,
Yes, Your Honor.
any update as to Mr. Tanner?
I actually just got off the phone with the guidance center, Your Honor. I did speak with somebody there. He's also been calling. They're trying to put me through to his therapist, Amber. She's in meetings. So I don't know that she'll be able to get back with me today. The lady on the phone did know Mr. Tanner, did know his therapist. So I don't know if that's going to be enough for Miss Gillis or not.
So if you want to sit tight when she comes back on dust control, as soon as we get done with dust control, we'll bring Mr. Tanner back in.
Okay, and Mr. Tanner, Your Honor, just so you are aware, he is doing a stress test for his heart, so he may have disconnected, but I can call him on the phone.
He's in our waiting room.
Oh, is he still there?
He's
Okay,
he's still hanging there, so I
he
can
just
see
told
him
me
and
he
I'll
was
pull him
starting
back in.
his stress test.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Coogan is here. Do you want me to bring him in? He's on Meineke.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hello.
Mr. Coogan, thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you.
Do you need to speak to the prosecutor on this matter?
Yes, I do.
She's in, or she's coming out from another attorney right now. If you give me just a moment when she's available, we'll put you together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Fillmore, I see that you're back, but I don't see Miss Gillis.
I believe she's walking an offer into the courtroom herself, Your Honor.
The person with Alexander's iPad, can you hear me?
Are you sure? Are they talking to either one of us, James?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm trying to find out who's in the waiting room. Thank you. The person with Michael's iPhone, can you hear me?
Calling 0S3660101B, State of Michigan versus Dust Control.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people. You know what? I read this. He only has one overweight ticket.
Correct.
I put him together with BDM Transport, so he will pay 20% off and then we'll dismiss the other ticket.
Jim Fillmore on behalf of Dust Control LLC, acting with its authority today, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. I have a plea offer from the people indicating that you will pay, your client Dust Control will pay a reduced amount with a total fine of $358 and then $140 in court costs for a total of $498. And then the other ticket would be, misdemeanor would be dismissed.
That's my understanding, yes.
That's your understanding? And you have full authority from your client to enter such an agreement?
I do, Your Honor.
Going to find your client responsible to the overweight with the amount indicated of the fine of $358, court costs of $148 for a total of $498. How long does your client need to pay this amount?
Could they have 2 weeks, Your Honor?
Total of $498 due to the court by February 5th. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
Anything else, Mr. Fillmore?
Nothing. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your patience this morning, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, you as well. Thank you, Ms. Gillis.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Gillis, before you go, we have the Tanner matter dragging from this morning. Ms. Belcher is still here. Mr. Tanner is still here. I'm pulling him in right now, recalling 201474.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Tanner.
What are we doing with Mr. Tanner?
Your Honor, this was a carryover pretrial so that Mr. Tanner could provide proof that he was in some sort of treatment before Ms. Gillis was willing to dismiss. I can state as an officer of the court, I have not received anything by way of fax, but what I have done is called the guidance center. They put me through to his therapist, Amber. So they obviously knew his name and who his therapist was. I was not able to speak with Amber, so I haven't made any contact with his actual therapist. And I don't know if that's enough for Ms. Gillis, but it's apparent that he's in treatment because they're connecting me to his therapist and they know his name. He's indicated he does have a follow-up appointment next Wednesday. He's going weekly.
Okay, that's not enough. I'd like to see either some sort of documentation or the amount of times he's been, what they're working on, how many more treatment centers, with something, you know, because he could have just had one visit with her. I need I need some dates, times, you know, they've been in treatment, how long, and that kind of stuff. She can't email anything, or?
He's not answering, Jane, or she would.
Based on that, I'm going to adjourn this matter. That adjourn date is March 17th, 2021 at 12:10 p.m. The matter will be with Judge Oakley. And that gives some time for Mr. Tanner and Ms. Belcher to get the paperwork. I appreciate your patience in this matter this morning, Ms. Belcher, Mr. Tanner, and Ms. Gillis.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else as relates to Mr. Tanner, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing. Is that the 17th or 24th? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
17th, March 17th.
Okay, thank you very much.
And then, thank you, Ms. Belcher. We're all set for Mr. Tanner. And then Mr. Coogan is waiting to see you, Ms. Gillis.
Got it.
So Mary Ann will put you in a breakout room with him. Thank you. Alexander's iPad. Sir, what are you here for this morning?
Alexander Transport.
Your name?
Alexander McMillan.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the road noise. Are you able to pull over and we'll reconnect?
Texas. It's Alexander Transport.
I understand, sir. I'm asking your name. I couldn't hear your name over the road noise. I'm asking, would you stop driving while we conduct a hearing, please?
So I get on the exit. I can stop on the expressway.
I understand that, sir. When you're ready, let us know. I'm gonna put you, I'm gonna ask you to mute yourself.
Hey, Judge. Dewan Gray is in the waiting room with no attorney. He's at 1050. Wait a second. Yeah, 1050. Do you want me to bring him in? Okay, I will. Advanced Asphalt is also here.
Ms. Gillis, are you ready to proceed on the Meineke matter?
Yes, I'm going to offer him impeding, but I'm going to suggest, if you feel comfortable with this, that you can take some of the pleas, like on stuff like this, while I go talk to someone else. Because under normal, when we don't have COVID, I hand the file in with a plea written up. But if you don't feel, it's up to you.
Understood. We're fine. It's another officer of the court. I'll take him at his word. And thank you for telling me that that was the offer.
Okay, because I can go in a breakout room with someone else now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, counsel.
Jane, I have Advanced Asphalt.
Okay, I'll go in a breakout room with them.
Okay, excuse me, Judge.
Calling 20D702133, State of Michigan versus Nelson Meineke.
Ready, Your Honor. Attorney Lawrence Coogan representing Mr. Nelson Meineke. And the prosecution is correct. We were willing to tender a plea to impeding traffic in exchange. The underlying offense would be dismissed, Your Honor. If I could address the issue as to cost.
Yes, sir.
My client's been off work. He tore his ACL and had to have surgery back in November. And he hasn't been back to work until just a week ago. So if the court would give me a little more time than normal, maybe 4 weeks for my client to pay the fines and costs, I would appreciate that.
That'll be $180 on or before February 19, 2021.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And sir, just so you know, your client has some other outstanding matters here. He has a payment plan on an overweight ticket. He had agreed to pay $100 bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, is he currently paying that right now? Do you have any notation on that?
it just says the payment plan was to start on 1/15.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else as relates to Mr. Mikey?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much.
We're all set. Have a good afternoon.
You too, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
I was only out in the breakout room with him for a second. I think it's a registration plate violation though, so, and I don't think he's an attorney, so I think he can represent
On which one?
Advanced Asphalt.
You.
Why you could leave them?
There's advanced asphalt and there's advanced transportation. Advanced
Yeah,
asphalt, my apologies.
I know, they're two different ones. I mixed them up too.
0S3731594, State of Michigan versus Advanced Asphalt.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people. Mr. Ottoman,
Yes.
they called your case.
Okay.
Your name for the record, please, sir.
Pete Ottman.
And Mr. Ottman, what's your relationship to Advanced Asphalt?
You could say I'm the owner.
I can say, or you are.
I'm in the process of buying the company. My dad owns it. I'm buying it from him now.
Ms. Gillis, is there a resolution of this matter?
Well, I didn't have complete time to talk to him, but if he wants to plead, this is the only charge they have. It's a civil infraction, so I think he can take care of it, and I can offer double parking.
Advanced Asphalt?
Yes, ma'am.
Advanced Asphalt is a misdemeanor case.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a,
There's Advantage Transportation, but Advanced Asphalt is a misdemeanor case involving a corporation.
oh. I was thinking that it was just no plate. It's the registration violation. I get it. So he has to have his attorney come back.
Correct.
I don't know. Registration, I guess.
So we have to give it.
Mr. Ottman, you are not an attorney, are you?
No.
This is a corporation. Corporations must be represented by attorneys.
Okay. So what do I
We're
need
going
to
to
do?
adjourn this matter to March 17th at 12:20 p.m. with Judge Oakley. An attorney will have to appear on behalf of the corporation. Court clerks will mail notice to your attention.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
I think advanced transportation is the same situation.
You ready for advanced transportation?
If he's,
Advantage transportation.
no. If it's not an attorney, it's the same situation.
There's going to be a couple of them, but I'm trying to get through some things. I'm sorry if you bear with me for 1 second. This is 20L022403A. Wayne County Sheriff versus BDM Transport LLC. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10 a.m. It is now 11:51 by the court's clock. No one has appeared in this matter. Failure to appear, 5,000 bench warrant, 10%. There's a civil infraction. From that same date, January 28th, 2020, parties now in default. Jeffrey Fletcher. This is from 10/10. (0W1505076), State of Michigan versus Jeffrey Dale Fletcher. This matter was scheduled for 10/10 for pretrial arraignment. The defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant to issue. $5,000, 10%. Caldoon. Mary Ann, have you had any contact from a Bashir Caldoon?
No, I have not.
This is 0S3729824A and B. This matter was scheduled for pretrial arraignment at 10:10 this morning. It's now 11:54 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant will issue. Civil infraction that's now in default. I see this next defendant, Mr. Mataj. Ms. Gillis, Douglas Mataj was scheduled for pretrial arraignment at 10:10 a.m. I see he was in our waiting room. I pulled him in. I'm gonna have you speak to him, but before you do, did you have anything ready?
No.
We have the matter of Advantage Transportation 0S3738048 that was scheduled for pretrial arraignment at 10:20 this morning. Was
Yes,
there
ma'am.
some? Mr. Mataj, we're not at you yet. You're going to speak to the prosecutor. Was there anyone here on behalf of Advantage Transportation?
No, ma'am.
Sir, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm going to have you mute yourself. You're going to talk to the prosecutor. I'm calling the matter of Advantage Transportation.
No.
Just be patient with me for just one moment. The matter was scheduled at 10:20 a.m. It's now 11:56 by the court clock. Defendant has not appeared, or representative or attorney for the defendant has not appeared. Bench warrant will issue. Alexander Transportation is present. Mr. Alexander, this is 20L022400C. What is your relationship to this organization, Alexander Transport?
The owner. The owner,
Your last name?
Macmillan, McMillan.
Mr. Millen, corporations have to be represented by counsel.
It's not a corporation.
What is it?
I'm not incorporated.
The ticket is written to Alexander Transport Incorporated.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he put it incorporated.
Businesses have to be represented by attorneys.
Okay, I've been going to court everywhere else, but you say so. You have to reschedule, I guess, with attorney.
Ms. Gillis, are you ready to proceed on the matter?
On any matter, I can talk to Douglas Montage right now.
Would you please?
Yeah, are any of those, I don't have the file. Are any of those misdemeanors?
There is a misdemeanor. It's a motor carrier violation.
Oh, and the other ones are civil.
Yes, ma'am, civil infractions.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
I do have some of the plates. Do you want them?
I think she's finding them for now, so.
Mr. McMillan, this matter is going to be adjourned to March the 17th, 2021 at 12:20 PM. Court will now notice the business will need to be represented by counsel. Mr. Alexander, did you hear me? You're on mute, sir.
Yes, I heard you.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you in March. Have a good day.
Bye.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I received a text message from Mr. Dubois, Del Dubois from earlier. I know we didn't go on with Jane to adjourn it. He has a lunch break and he asked if we were still on the record, so he signed back on. I don't know if you'll still hear his matter and take his plea.
Ms. Gillis is still here. Let's see if we can retrieve the file. I'm not sure we'll be able to retrieve the file, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Ma'am.
And I did receive a fax, Your Honor, too. I'm in the process of opening it. It may be from the treatment center for Mr. Tanner.
Finally, yay.
Ms. Gillis, did you have MATAGE? Matash, did you have the file still?
No, I don't have the file. I never did.
Stay put, yes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, and I did receive a fax from the guidance center regarding Mr. Tanner. I don't know if it's possible to address his matter again.
If you wait 1 second, we'll do Matash. Voice did come back and then Tanner. Calling 0S36-93405. A, B, and C. Your appearances, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people. I don't know if he knows what to do, Judge. Mr. Mataj?
He's not here any longer.
You know, when they leave breakout rooms, they don't know what to do always. That's what happens.
We're watching the breakout room for him. I'm sorry, the waiting room for him to come back. So if he calls back in, we'll pull him back in.
Okay.
But as to the matter of Dale Dubois, 18H2 68958C, Ms. Belcher indicated that her client, I see him on the screen, he is back. The matter had previously been called and adjourned. Ms. Belcher indicates that Mr. DuBois had a break in his schedule and he's back on.
Great.
That
This
is
matter
correct.
was scheduled for arraignment pretrial on the no insurance from August 28, 2018.
As to the arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Gillis. She's willing to offer him a reduction to double parking, and he wishes to plead responsible and take that offer.
That's correct.
Sir, you heard I'm sorry, your name for the record, sir?
Del Dubois?
Mr. DuBois, you heard the comments made by your attorney this morning?
Yes.
And you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer?
Yes,
And you plead responsible to the added count of double parking,
I do.
understanding that the charge of no insurance will be dismissed?
Yes.
As to the fine in this matter, any comment, Ms. Belcher?
Just that, Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Dubois has paid over $800 already to the court with some companion civil cases. We would just ask that you take that into consideration. Civil infractions, I misspoke, my apologies.
I'm going to assess a fine of $150. Mr. Dubois, how long do you need to pay that amount?
1 month, I'd appreciate that.
$150 by February 19th, 2021. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
We're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Mr. Mataj has not come back. Sir, that just came in the plaid shirt. Your name, please?
Craig Greaser.
Mr. Greaser, you were scheduled for 10:20. Thank you for your patience this morning. I'm looking for your file this. This matter is scheduled for arraignment pretrial on a misdemeanor of marine safety speeding. Would you like to speak to the prosecutor this morning, or were you looking to speak to counsel, looking to speak to an attorney?
I'm just trying to plead my case a little bit about what happened there, and I feel I was not in the wrong.
Well, maybe you should get an attorney if he wants to do that, or ask for a formal hearing.
Ms. Belcher, are you available?
I'm here, Judge.
Go into a breakout room with Mr. Greaser on a marine safety violation?
Yeah, I can. Is there any
Thank
offer,
you.
Jane?
And yeah, double parking.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want me in the breakout room, Marianne?
No, when she sends a breakout room, it goes to everyone. You just have to hit not now.
I talked to Dwayne Gray, who's up there. He doesn't seem to have an attorney, and he's on for 1050.
Mr. Gray? Driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied, and there's a civil infraction companion with it.
I can talk to him, or I can tell him I'm offering allowing unlicensed.
Yes.
Mr. Gray, did you hear? This is 20BL00530 A and B. There's an impeding traffic civil infraction and the misdemeanor driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied. Did you hear the offer of the prosecution?
No, I didn't hear. Can you say it again?
I would drop the driving while license suspended and drop the impeding if you plead guilty to allowing unlicensed person to drive, which is a misdemeanor, but it gives you no points and it won't withhold you from trying to get your license back.
Okay, yes.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Do you want me to write it, Judge?
Would you please?
Thanks, okay.
Mr. Gray, while the prosecutor is writing the offer up, you had not previously been arraigned in this matter. There's an alleged offense date of October 23rd, 2020 in the city of Belleville. The allegation is that you were driving while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail. Fine of up to $500 plus court costs. The prosecutor has made an offer to dismiss the companion civil infraction of impeding traffic, indicating that you would plead to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
Yes, yes.
And you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer?
Yes.
I received a plea offer from the prosecutor. You've tendered your plea. The court will accept your plea. You'll be assessed a fine of $300, court costs of $145, for a total of $445. How long do you need to pay that amount?
Can you give me like a couple of months?
What I'm gonna have you do is contact the court and set a payment plan, or how much can you pay and when can you make your first payment?
I can pay like 100 in like 2 weeks, in 2 weeks or a week.
You can pay $100 by February 5th,
Yes,
and then $100 per month after that.
yes.
I'm gonna have them send you a payment plan, okay?
Okay,
We have your address on Roos Avenue in Flint.
yes.
Thank you, sir. You're all set. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
See, Ms. Gillis is back, but this is Anthony Bowden. I have not seen Mr. Bowden this morning. This is 0S3727456 A and B. Misdemeanor driving while license suspended, not valid or improper, along with a civil infraction of failing to signal and or observe. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30 this morning. It is now 12:16 by the court's clock. The defendant has failed to appear.
Jane Gillis, on behalf of the people, I ask that a warrant be issued for his arrest.
Bench warrant will issue. Civil infraction is in default. This is 0S3749362, State of Michigan versus William Michael Clandruth. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30. It is now 12:17 by the court's clock.
Jane Gillis, on behalf of the people, I'd ask that a warrant be issued for his arrest, or he's set into default for the civil infraction.
Defendant has failed to appear as of 12:17. Bench warrant will issue. Ms. Gillis, were you ready with Mr. Grieger?
You let Leanne.
Leanne, I'm sorry, Leanne.
It's okay, Judge, we're ready.
Yes, let's go.
I'm just trying to find the file. Give me 1 second. I don't have the file right this second, but let me. This is 0L1505087, State of Michigan versus Craig Greaser.
Jane Gillis, on behalf of the people.
And good afternoon again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of the defendant. Sir, will you please state your name for the judge?
Craig Greaser.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for an arraignment pretrial. As to the arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to go over the proposed plea offer with my client. He wishes to take advantage of the offer of double parking and plead responsible to that charge. I've gone over his trial rights and he understands the rights that he's giving up by entering into that plea.
Greaser, you heard the comments made by your attorney this afternoon,
Yes,
and you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer
yes.
and plead responsible to the added count of double parking.
And that will be the only account.
Plead responsible to the double parking and the original charge will be dismissed.
Yes,
The court's gonna accept your plea. As to the double parking, the original charge will be dismissed. You'll be assessed a fine of $300. How much time do you need to pay that?
I can pay that right now.
I'll say a week, but if you want to bring it in or go online and pay it. You have it paid by January 29th.
I can pay it tonight.
I understand, sir. Just giving you some time, but I'll put it on the file. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
He hasn't spoken.
Ms. Boyer? Ms. Boyer?
Oh, we have Tanner left.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Hello.
What are you here for?
I am here for Advantage Transportation. Do you want the case number?
No, ma'am. We called that case. The corporation has to be represented by an attorney. Let me find the file. Advantage Transportation.
Oh, it looked like on here they assigned us one. I needed to have my own.
It looks like you, You were assigned what attorney?
Looks like Jane E. Gillis or Gillis. I'm not sure.
That's the prosecutor.
Here, I'll help you out. No,
Okay.
you don't want me as your attorney.
Sorry. Okay, so this was kind of confusing then. I guess I don't have my attorney on the phone as well.
Ms. Boyer, what's your connection to Advantage Transportation?
I'm a part owner.
This matter is going to be adjourned
Okay.
to March the 17th at 12:20 p.m. with Judge Oakley.
Can you give me that time again? I'm sorry.
March 17th.
Yep.
At 12:20, 1220. You're gonna need to bring an attorney.
Okay. All right, so that would be another Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
assume?
The court will send notice.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mary Ann, I'm looking for Griesser. We've already called it, but I'm looking for the paper file. There is no one in our waiting rooms. This is 0S3757351 A, B, and C. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30. It is now 12:23 by the court's clock, the defendant having failed to appear.
I said a
Bench warrant will issue. And the civil infraction companion cases will be in default. (20BL00442) State of Michigan versus Desiree Butler. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:40 this morning. It is now 12:24 by the court's clock. The defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant will enter. (201691 and 201692). State of Michigan versus Timothy James Hayner. Both matters were scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:40 a.m. It's now 12:25 by the court's clock. There is no one in the court's waiting room. The defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue in both matters. (20BL00422) State of Michigan versus Karya Jackson. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:40 a.m. It's now 2:26 by the court's clock. There is no one in the court's waiting room. Defendant having failed to appear on this misdemeanor matter, bench warrant shall issue. Two zero RP 03169. Michael Boria. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:50 a.m. and it's now 12:27 by the court's clock. The defendant has failed to appear. There is no one in the court's waiting room. Bench warrant shall issue in this matter. Two zero BL 00424 A, B, and C. Terry Maurice Davis. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:50 a.m. It's now 12:27 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant shall issue in this matter. And the civil infraction shall be deemed in default. Two zero L 5444130. Christopher Brent Frazier. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 11 a.m. It's now 12:29 by the court's clock. There is no one in the court's waiting room. Defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant shall issue. Two zero WM 01552 A and B. Robert Bruce Jacqueline the fourth. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 11 a.m. It's now 12:29 by the court's clock. There's no one in the court's waiting room. The defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant shall issue in this matter. The companion civil infraction is deemed in default. Zero S 3755161 State of Michigan versus Scott Lavelle Walker. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 11 a.m. It's now 12:30 by the court's clock. There's no one in the court's waiting room. Defendant having failed to appear. Bench warrant shall issue in this matter. Last on the court's docket this morning is 19BL 01394 A, B, and C. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pre-trial at 11 a.m. and it's now 12:31 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue in this matter, and the accompanying civil infraction cases will be deemed in default. Ms. Gillis, I believe that completes our docket. Do you have anything else outstanding? Oh, Mr. McCodge.
I got a fax on Bradley Tanner that I would like to read to you and Ms. Gillis.
I'm sorry, before you do, Todd, what happened? Recalling 201474 State of Michigan versus Bradley Tanner.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Rena Belcher on behalf of Mr. Tanner.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, I received a fax from the Guidance Center at 12:01. It says, "Dear Judge Martin, this letter is in regards to Bradley Tanner, who has signed a release of information and is requesting this letter to be sent. Mr. Tanner has been attending appointments at the Guidance Center since 12/15/2020. The following are his kept appointments: intake 12/15/2020, individual therapy 12/22/2020, 1/6/2021, 1/11/2021, 1/20/2021. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Thank you." And it's signed Amber Dudley, LLPC, NCC, therapist. And with that, I think, Ms. Gillis, would you be
I'd be
dismissed?
willing to dismiss. I mean, he knows, I think, what his problem is and what he's got to do, or else he'll be back here.
Understood. And he has relayed to me that he does intend to continue therapy.
Okay, I'll see ya.
I believe that completes our docket. Ms. Gillis, Ms. Belcher, thank you for your patience this afternoon. You both have a wonderful afternoon. Mary Ann, we're all set. Thank you much.
Thank you.
See ya.
Judge. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye, Mary Ann.